The day began with the release of Agam Berger, the last freed of the 5 female Israeli soldiers who were kidnapped from their base near Gaza during the October 7, 2023 Hamas terror attack. Friday's ceremony was held against the backdrop of the ruined northern Gaza neighborhood of Jabalia. After 482 days of captivity, Berger had an emotional reunion with her family and was then transferred to the hospital. Doctors say her medical condition is good.
We're here, and I promise you we will never leave you again. A mother's promise.
U.S. President Donald Trump's envoy Steve Witkoff also came to the hospital to meet the freed hostages and then visited Tel Aviv's Hostage Square, the center of demonstrations for the release of the hostages for the last 15 months. Israelis were riveted by the scenes of this third hostage release, part of the first stage of a ceasefire deal with Hamas that will see 33 hostages, women, older men, and those who are ill, released in exchange for hundreds of Palestinian prisoners.
In the last 15 months, we got to know these people and to see them as our own family, because in the Israeli society, the solidarity and the feeling that we are all united as one people is very, very important. And the release of the hostages is something that is very dear to us and touches our core values of the Israeli society.
After Berger's release by Hamas, 2 other Israeli and 5 Thai hostages were freed by Islamic Jihad. The Israelis, 80-year-old Gadi Moses and 29-year-old Arbel Yehud, are civilians taken from their homes in kibbutz Nir Oz. 1/4 of the 400 Israeli residents of Nir Oz was killed or taken hostage. The scene was chaotic as thousands of Palestinians surrounded the cars transferring the hostages, jeering and pushing. Armed Hamas gunmen struggled to control the crowd. In response, Israel temporarily delayed the planned release of more than 100 Palestinian prisoners, including some serving life sentences.
Today, there is a terrorist being released who is by his own hands murdered 45 Israelis in various terror attacks. The price is horrible.
As the first stage of the hostage release proceeds, Israel and Hamas are set to begin negotiations for the second stage. This entails the handover of the rest of the Israeli hostages, alive and dead, as well as hundreds of Palestinian prisoners, and an Israeli withdrawal from most of Gaza. Linda Gradstein, VOA News, Jerusalem.